Hello, y'all. It's Xylo. Come right back. I got my super cute nails done. Can you guys believe that and my makeup done? I got these nails for $2 at Walmart. And they're so cute. This is like the most fun I've ever had doing press-on nails. I actually took my time with it. I took like all day, all morning to do my nails, and I was experimenting with some makeup that I also got from Walmart for the first time in a long time. You guys don't even want to know how long. I plucked my eyebrows and did my eyebrows. So your girl is on their/her glow up, and I'm so happy to be talking about today's topic, which is, I'm still trying to figure out exactly how to put it into words, but it's, preparing for both the best case scenario and the worst case scenario when it comes to our collective futures. So, I want to go into the visions of the future that I and many other lefty lovies have had that are super negative, and preparing for those negative futures, such as global climate collapse and climate refugees and the shrinking of the middle class and all that. So preparing for the worst, the paranoia future, I guess. And then there's preparing for the best, which is the pronoia future. Pronoia, opposite of paranoia. Shout out to Carly Rae. No, I don't think it's Carly Rae. It's just Carly. I don't know her last name. Who wrote the song Pronoia. And also to Miss Lizzie Jeff, who has the song The Goddess. Also talks about believing that the universe is conspiring in your favor, or our collective favor. So I'm really excited to be talking today about the ways that I am preparing for both the best case, or pronoia, glow up futures for myself and for our collective, pronoia. And then there's the paranoia future, which is global climate catastrophe and the death of the ocean and the coral reefs, climate refugeeism, and all of the things that the leftists and a lot of folks in academia and have been trying to educate us about. So, and I don't know if you guys noticed, but I have my glasses off today. You should definitely go follow Myopia is Mental, the YouTube channel that talks about repairing your eyesight so that you don't have to wear glasses anymore. Mark's channel, Myopia is Mental, challenges the commonly held belief that once you wear glasses, you're going to need them for the rest of your life. He completely throws out that, and I believe he has fully healed his eyes. I'm still on my healing journey for my eyes. I've had flashes, and he talks about this on his channel. I've had flashes of clear vision, but most of the time my vision is quite blurry. But that doesn't stop me from believing that clear vision is possible someday. And I just really wanted to show off my makeup, and every time I have my glasses off is a chance for me to work on clearing up my vision. So I'm just looking at a really cute image of me smiling with my glasses off and talking to you guys. So it's just really awesome all around. But yeah, isn't my manicure so cute? Oh, I've never had this much fun. You guys should know that I can be very much a tomboy type, and that feeds into the theme today, preparing for the best, preparing for the worst. I can be, and I don't want to say being a tomboy is preparing for the worst, but working with my hands, or what Shira 7 would call Barbara the Builder, which is someone who does cook and clean and garden, and then the masculine side, I love to play basketball and play sports. I am attracted to women as well as to men. So I don't want to say like it's my worst side or it's my paranoia side to be a tomboy, but I just want to like get into like the contrast of these two possible futures, and also maybe explore the gray area and the between, because often things, I don't believe things are going to be black or white. There's always going to be like, I believe it's going to be somewhere in the gray area. But I like to do compare and contrast and Venn diagrams and stuff like that. So I will say, though, that a previous version of me who didn't want to rely on anybody, especially not a man, didn't really believe in the power of community to take care of me, super hyper individualistic, I have to do everything myself, is definitely part of like this prepare for the worst scenario that I was telling you about. I would rather be rooted in community and have people I really trust around me so I can rely on these people and they can rely on me, and reciprocity is part of my pronoia future. The paranoid version is I do want to be able to grow my own food, find water, purify water, and I love playing sports. I don't know why sports is in this category, but oh yeah, it's because of my nails. And I just had this limiting belief prior to today, which was like, oh, I can't play my instruments like guitar, viola, or piano with nails. Oh, because, like long nails is going to make it impossible. It's a limiting belief. I was like I would never, ever, ever do my nails. I would always dread it. I would always want them off as soon as they were on. I would sit down at the piano just already feeling terrible because I have nails and it's going to be impossible and hard. And so these limiting beliefs is what made those realities actually manifest. But today I was having so much fun, and that's why I took all morning to do these nails. I was like, I am going to smash through every single one of those limiting beliefs, and I bet you that it's a limiting belief that I can't play viola and guitar and piano with nails. I bet that's a limiting belief. And plus, these nails, this is a $2 manicure from Walmart, you guys. A $2 manicure from Walmart. So if I mess up these nails, it's not like I'm wasting $50 or more, which is what it costs to get my nails done at the salon here in town. So it's not like I'm wasting money, so I don't need to stress. I can break my nails on my guitar, my viola, or my piano, and it will be no sweat. But I also think it is possible to keep my nails really nice for the Lizzie Jeff Fest. It's her birthday this weekend. So I got the Center for Cultural Innovation $600 quick grant to go and enjoy Lizzie Jeff's festival. So literally I'm getting paid to go see one of my favorite artists. It's awesome. And so I did my nails because I really wanted to tap into my like feminine side and my pronoia side, which is the type of future where I can have beautiful nails and I can still play my viola, guitar, and piano without my nails breaking, smashing through 100% of those limiting beliefs. Yeah. So I really wanted to come on and show you guys a piece of my glow up and a piece of me throwing out every limiting belief that exists, because I don't want to be limited by any limiting beliefs. I want to fly on a broomstick like the witches from Practical Magic. I want to levitate without a broomstick like so many of my favorite elevation spiritual artists, including Lizzie Jeff, have spoken about before. Yeah, so smashing through all those limiting beliefs. So yeah, I want to embrace the fact that I love gardening, and that gardening is going to prepare me for the worst case scenario where, oh, and that's another thing I wanted to bring up, which is it really a worst case scenario if capitalism collapses and I have to learn to grow my own food and rely on my community more? No, because that means that perhaps the migrant farm workers who are currently picking my vegetables and making it so that I don't have to grow my own food, they're the ones growing my food for me. These migrant farm workers that Trump wants to deport, he doesn't actually want to deport them because they're the ones growing his food. It's just a talking point that Trump and people like him use to turn you against your Spanish-speaking neighbors instead of you getting to know your Spanish-speaking neighbors and organizing together to overthrow the systems that exist, which keep you and the migrant farm workers oppressed. Nah. So Yeah. I guess I'm sort of within myself. I'm challenging this idea of, is capitalism collapsing really the worst case scenario? It might be the best case scenario for like a lot of us, most of us who aren't billionaires. Capitalism pretty much benefits the rich and punishes the poor. So this is not going to be like a perfect Venn diagram. Notice that I don't even have a Venn diagram up this time. It's just my cute face. But yeah, I guess the worst case scenario might be I don't have enough time in the future where capitalism collapses. Wait, hold on. I'm trying to challenge the idea that global climate catastrophe. No, that is the worst case scenario, global climate catastrophe. I guess I'm trying to check my own privilege when I think about capitalism collapsing being a negative worst case scenario for me, when it actually is a positive scenario for the earth and everyone. Now I'm wondering, did I put like having to grow my own food as the worst case scenario? See, that's the part that I am trying to figure out. Does that belong in the worst case scenario or the best case scenario? Growing my own food, I think, belongs in the best case scenario. Currently, right now, I don't grow my own food, which means I'm eating food that's full of pesticides and plastics, and I'm not connected with the earth as much. But I've got time to do my nails, which are also made of plastic, and I bought them from Walmart when I could have bought them from some small business that's using like cornstarch. I looked it up. Like, you can buy nails that are like made of cornstarch and sugar, basically biodegradable nails that are either made of, you could also, if you like plastic nails, you can also get nails that are made of recycled plastic. Yeah, so I mean, they're cute, but once I'm done with them, I don't know if I can like throw this in my recycling bin or if it's just gonna sit in a landfill, right? I don't know. I guess it's just way more gray than I was thinking it was gonna be. The worst case scenario is probably just the status quo continuing, to be honest. Because I want the best case scenario for me to be able to afford these small business prices, which I understand why the prices are high, because people need to pay their bills, especially small business owners who are challenging the status quo and making organic. I know that organic material, the only reason why these Walmart nails are so cheap is because it's Walmart and they have the ability to charge really cheap prices and make everyone else go out of business. It's just, Walmart is so evil. Yeah. So I was really excited to come on here and start talking about preparing for the best and preparing for the worst, but now everything is actually gray. I guess I'm trying to get it straight in my head. Exactly. Challenging my own privilege as someone who doesn't have to grow their own food. But is that really a privilege, though, is what I'm getting at. Like, sure, I spent literally all day listening to music and making my nails, doing my nails and makeup, and I don't have to worry about, am I going to put food on the table? So that is a privilege, because I know a lot of folks do worry about, am I going to have food on the table? But again, I don't know. I have started a backyard garden, and I'd love to oh my gosh, yeah, and I just transferred myself some money so I can finally get a nice phone and do some better pictures and videos for my YouTube channel and for my music videos of my songs. I just transferred myself some money so I can take better pictures of my backyard garden and stuff like that and show you guys. Yeah. I've got green onions growing back there, and they're doing pretty well. I've been composting. Yeah. dealing with some ants, some red fire ants. I've been trying to deal with them humanely because I'm a vegan and all that stuff. And the best thing I found is to not put wet compost in the ground. Let the compost dry out first in the hot desert heat. And I mean, I don't have that much growing yet right now, but I do have a lot of dry compost that I think that I'm going to try to rehydrate once I start planting again. After this weekend, after going out of town for the Lizzie Jeff birthday fest, I'm finally going to order my equipment and do a little bit more planting. I want to plant a Three Sisters garden, starting with corn. I know it's kind of not the right season for corn, but I might try anyways, just because whatever, something to do. Oh, and I keep wanting to bring this up, which is there's a gentleman on YouTube. I followed them for a while, but then I stepped away because he's very Christian, and I don't like that. I don't like it when creators like start praying to the Christian patriarchal God like right on their YouTube channel, so I unsubscribed. But he has some good content. Set apart gardens, which he says a phrase on his YouTube channel quite a few times, which is, if you give them the power to feed you, you give them the power to starve you. So that's part of the preparing for the worst case scenario. But again, it's blurry, because we are already living in a worst case scenario where they are feeding us fake food, as Janelle Monáe says in her song. Fake food, fake news, what's real? Still in the Matrix, eating on the blue pills. So I guess I am still trying to figure out what my best case scenario is. That's why I'm having so much trouble, because I don't want capitalism to continue, but there are some certain, I hate this, there are some certain privileges that I enjoy that I don't want to see that go away when capitalism falls. Like, I do want to be able to spend all day on my nails and makeup and not necessarily need to be worrying about, oh, is there food? Is the garden okay? Is the house going to be clean? I don't want to have to worry about that. I want a future that's abundant, right? I want a future of, I want to manifest a life of ease, not a life of struggle. So I do believe that locally growing food is a good thing. Growing our own food is an amazing thing. And I am ashamed to admit, but not too ashamed. I guess I am kind of ashamed to admit that I do most of my grocery store shopping at Walmart. Ugh. But I haven't made it over to the farmers markets yet. It's not 100% my fault, because there is no public transit here that can take me to the farmers market, which is in the evenings on Wednesdays. The transit we have here, it's a very small rural town. The transit we have here only runs Monday through Friday from like 6 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. and the farmers market's at 5 p.m., which I guess I could take the last bus and then walk home. I'll probably look into that. And then the other farmers market is on Saturdays, and the bus just doesn't run on Saturdays. So, meh. Oh, and the Wednesday farmers market doesn't take EBT, so why would I go there? The Saturday one does, but it's during the hottest part of the day, and again, there's no transit. So it's not my fault. I shouldn't feel guilty, or like the system is what's failing us. I'm not the one failing. I'm doing my best here. And Walmart does have organic groceries. It's just not local. It's just not locally grown. I'm supporting a huge evil corporation instead of supporting local farmers. So I guess my plan is I need to invest in a car. Like, it's such a rural, I want to invest in a car, but also I'm kind of poking at transit to get better and offer more services. So I sent an email to city council and to two like city managers and the head of public transit saying how much I love the bus and how I would really like it to run on evenings and weekends because of the farmers market. and the other events that the community center is putting on, that it would just be better for especially low-income people if they had more hours on the bus. So yeah, the bus is nice though. It's a dial-to-ride bus, so you call them and they come right to your front door at a specific time. I mean, it sucks because like there's limited, again, it's limited, so if someone takes the slot that you want, then you're SOL. But I do like the door-to-door service. It's like it's almost like a free Uber. You just have to call like up to a week in advance if you really want a specific slot. So, yeah. Yeah, my best case scenario would be continuing to buy local, continuing to level up myself personally so that I have, that I receive more reparations from men. That's why I watch so much Shira. I have Shira 7's channel on all the time because she teaches you how to love yourself, to level up, and to get money from men, to get that money from those cis men who owe anyone who's not a cis man reparations. She teaches us that, and I love it so much. And she is so openly against Christianity on her channel. She is like, I don't subscribe to patriarchal religions. We should be praying to the goddess. We should not be praying to any kind of man. We should not be worshiping or giving tithes to some kind of man. No, you need to be worshiping and giving tithes and offerings to I almost said cis women, but trans women deserve tithes and offerings and worship just as much as cis women do. Basically, I'm talking about cisgender men pay those reparations to all women, cis or trans. Oh man, I don't even know where trans men fit into this. I don't know. Don't come for me. Tithes and offerings. Yeah, I'm just gonna go all the way. My best case scenario includes time to be my divine feminine and not be stuck in a survival mode. Having my food provided for by people who love gardening way more than I do. An ideal society, I feel like, would have people doing the types of things that they love to do and not having to do anything they hate. So, I know that we should be buying like local and should be learning how to grow our own food. But what if we don't want to? What if we want to just play piano all day? Like, that's why I made my stage name for this channel xylopiano, because I liked the idea of maybe sometimes people calling me Mr. Piano and having that genderqueer side and being able to present as a man sometimes. But I still want to receive reparations. I don't want to be the one paying reparations, to be honest. I'm just noticing these thick bags under my eyes. Gotta learn how to heal that up and or cover it up with makeup. Because I deserve the best. Shira says that you need to look really good to earn a sugar daddy. That's your number one job, is to get in the mirror. And I think it would be fun, and that's why I've been working on part of my glow up to include my appearance. But as a staunch leftist revolutionary, I still believe that ugly people deserve reparations too. We can only really get there through a collective, like, waking up of this. Ugly people, disabled people, old people. Not pedophile rapists. Those people, we should take them out into the corner. We should take them out into the street and torture and kill them, as Peachka said. Those people don't deserve anything except to turn into fertilizer. Go listen to Peachka's song, Fertilizer. But yeah, ugly, disabled, poor, working class, non-men deserve reparations. So I guess that's one thing that my channel adds that Shira's channel doesn't, is that I am not going to ever stop bringing up these systemic critiques and these systemic analysis that includes everyone, including ugly people, including people who don't like doing their hair and makeup and chasing after sugar daddies. Because as much as you say, Shira, as much as you say, I don't chase after men, I attract them, the fact that you are encouraging women to always do their looks and always be looking good, always, and you do a lot of shame for disabled people, or ugly people, you shame them a lot, that is a form of chasing after the male gaze. You got to be careful with that. I'm interested in getting to know makeup and stuff and pandering to the male gaze just in case it does end up getting me money. Because I do want to get those reparations. And that is something that Shira gets right, which is don't chase after men, chase after money. So if doing my hair and makeup results in money, great. But still, I still think ugly and disabled folks deserve money just for existing too. We shouldn't have to do our hair and makeup and look good according to the male gaze in order to get that bag. So I love Shiva's content. I literally play it all day long. I played it while I was doing my nails. I played it while I did my makeup today. Because that's a message I really do agree with on her channel, which is you gotta love yourself, you gotta love yourself. Spend some time in the mirror just looking into your own eyes. You don't have to do or change. This is not what Shira says. Shira says you do need to change things about yourself. But I'm telling you, dear listener, just look into your own eyes. Tell yourself you don't need to change. You don't need to be anything. You don't need to say anything. You don't need to do anything. Your worth is inherent. You deserve the bag no matter what you look like. And I intend to attract the people who understand that and who want to give me the bag no matter what I look like. So I think that's enough for today. I am going to be working on getting some lashes to add to this look. My eyebrows I messed up a little bit today, but this is the first time in months and months and months and months. Auntie Shira would squirm if she heard this. But it's been months and months and months since I plucked my eyebrows. So today was like the first day in a long time since I plucked them. It felt good though. It felt good to just like mow the lawn a little bit. And man, I'm really interested. I love this green eyeshadow. I've been going for like an earthy goddess look. I got foundation that was way too dark, so I don't have any foundation on. Tomorrow, I just transferred myself some money. So tomorrow I'm going to go to Walmart and get some toxic chemicals to put on my face to learn how to contour. To get a light shade and a dark shade. I'm going to keep the dark shade. I got a shade that was way too dark, so I couldn't put it all over my face, but I decided not to give it away because I can use it for contouring. So I need to get a lighter shade. I need to get lash glue. I already have lashes and lash glue and a liquid eyeliner and makeup remover wipes because I am so worth it. Yeah, so dear listeners, I'd love to know what is in your ideal Pronoia universe. What is included and what is excluded from that universe? How are you preparing for the best case scenario? This Pronoia universe, what are you doing to prepare for it? And also, what are you doing to prepare for the status quo continuing to marginalize Black and brown people? What are you doing to prepare for food systems collapse? So what am I doing to prepare for in case Walmart just closes its doors one day? You know, I'm preparing to go to these farmers markets. Those farmers markets are going to be flooded once Walmart closes its doors. So preparing to go to these farmers markets. The one on Saturday does take EBT. I just need to figure out my transport over there so I don't have a panic attack because it's 110 degrees and I'm biking over there. That's not a Pronoia universe for me. That's a struggle, gross, pick-me-sha universe. So I need to figure out I need a sugar daddy to figure out, to buy me that dream car that I'm waiting for to get me to that farmer's market, and or just tell the city that they just keep telling the city that they're fucking up and they need to provide the bus, because then I won't be the only one to benefit from that. If we can get the bus to run more frequently and pretty much all the time in Ridgecrest, that can significantly improve the lives of everyone. Yeah. And then maybe I won't need to get a car, because in some ways cars are unethical to the earth. So, yeah. I'm still kind of stuck there. I'd love to hear who else is sort of in this liminal space that I'm in, of creating that more of that privilege for myself, but at the same time, like, such as owning a car, creating more of that privilege, that dream life, so-called dream life, that's super hyper individualistic and doesn't always account for the global south and global climate catastrophe. So people who want these certain level up things, such as a new car, but also people who understand the systemic problems with wanting those things, if that makes sense. I'd love to know how you're navigating that tension. Where do you find the most alignment, peace, and joy that aligns with not only individualistic, but collective dream lives, right? Yeah. Is it really the best case scenario for me to get my own car for my own individualistic, egoistic status symbol situation? I guess a car has practical things too, but I don't know. Let me know what you guys think and who else is sort of stuck in this liminal space. I'm not really interested in hearing like justifications like, oh, well, this is okay because, like, especially for justifying the individualistic stuff. I'm more interested in like ways that the choices we are making are bringing us toward a more collective liberation. Because individually liberating ourselves towards these American dream mythologies, I don't think that's going to serve us as an individual. Definitely not going to serve us as a collective. So what does that mean for us seeking to glow up, to have our financial dreams manifest into reality? What does that mean for us who want like our wildest dreams to happen? Like I don't know if I want to be famous. I just want to be able to travel as much as I want with ease. I do want to own my own vehicle, but I want my own vehicle to not be running on gasoline. And even the electric vehicles that we have, I've heard that they're not sustainably electric. They're still tied to old crumbling systems of capitalism that suck and are not going to serve us in the long run. So I really want like my car to be made out of corn or something. Like my car, I really like the individual freedom that a car can give you. Because even when I ride on the bus, I still have to sort of really depend on the bus driver, and some of my bus drivers smell really bad, and I just want to be able to be in my own little world, my own little spaceship that's why I like having the idea of having a car. But I really do feel not guilt, but just a collective responsibility weighing on me whenever I think about getting a car, because it feels, although it might be individualistically like freeing on the individual level, it's collectively unfreeing, or it continues to imprison us in these bad ways collectively as a system, to have all these individual drivers. Yeah. I know the leftists in my audience will understand that. But if we were all driving cars made of corn, I don't think it would cause that much pollution. I mean, there might still be traffic, but at least the traffic wouldn't smell so terrible. You'd literally be like smelling the smell of a cornfield. Yeah. All right, this video is so long. I want to keep talking about these things with y'all, especially other people who follow Shira and love the idea of leveling up and having your financial dreams realized. But also I want to connect with my lefties my leftists, my anarchists, my socialists, my communists who really want to see the fall of capitalism and freedom for all, not just for freedom for some, which is what the status quo rewards right now. So I'm going to end it off here, but thanks for enjoying my new look with me and listening to me yap for so long. I love you guys very much, and I will see you next time on the Xylopiano Cozy Anarchist channel. Ta-ta. Mwah. Nice. Okay, are you sure you want to stop recording?